I am an educationist. I am very passionate about keeping girls in school. So my journey into, let's call it politics, because it is really, is because, there was that gap. There was that gap of a voice that bridges what the government is trying to achieve and articulate it to government. And that became my entry point, only to realize that there's a lot more work, and perhaps there's need for the energy of a younger person and the view of somebody who is very passionate about the core national goals as well, not just the private sector goals of education. What would the vision be like for African politics? For me in particular, looking at what the next 5-10 years ideally should look like, it is more integration. It is more politics being more liberal and less nationalistic, so that we can slowly build up to that original Pan-African view of the early freedom fighters of the country. Our African cultures are very harsh on differences. Like if you have a differently abled child, these children used to be hidden in homes and never taken to schools. We are in a society and my political party, where we are saying this is a country for everybody. Therefore, everybody must be given access to their human rights. Education is one such right. So no matter how able the children are, be they, whatever, how differently born they are, these children need to have education that helps them become members of our society. And one thing I would tell young girls right now is that for me in Kenya, being a Kenyan is a privilege, because in Kenya we have opened up spaces for women, and we have a system that actually supports women who are vulnerable. So if you're a young woman and you're in a vulnerable space, for instance, you have free education, and we have this massive network of support systems. To be truly outstanding, you really have to aim really high and be determined not to be pulled down by our cultural issues, by our societal issues, and rise above them. It is possible. It can be done. Every journey begins with that one first step, that is first getting past the education system.